one of the best dates I ever had, I was living in D.C., and this was when The Devil Wears Prada was out. Anybody who knows me knows I can quote The Devil Wears Prada from top to bottom. Like, I love that movie. And I had never taken a train ride before, so we took the train from D.C. to New York. He took me to Nobu 57, and this is like when Nobu was like just starting to pop, because it was in every rap song. So like it was like, oh, we going to Nobu tonight. So we went to Nobu, and then the next day he took me to see The Color Purple. After the play, he took me to Smith and Lewinsky, which was the restaurant that Meryl Streep had Anne Hathaway go get her lunch. And then we got back home. He bought me my first Louis Vuitton bag, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is great. And then I found out that he was a scammer. So he had this African friend who he's like, he owed him some money, and he was like, hey, babe, can whatever his name was put this money in your account? So I was like, sure. So I wake up one morning and there's like, I wake up and there's like a negative $1 million on my bank statement. I'm like, a negative $1 million? I'm like, first of all, I'm working for the government. I know I ain't making no $1 million. I'm like, and who pulled out $1 million? It wasn't saying negative. So I called the bank and they were like, oh, that's because there's a fraud alert on your account because the money that was deposited the other day was actually stolen.
You guys know that I do my series, Death to the Real, N-word. And we always talk about these bad bees. But this girl, she prefaced this conversation and talking about one of the best dates that she ever went on. And everything she talked about was about vanity, about what the guy buy her these gifts, and he showered her with this, and he took her to a restaurant. And, he did all these things. But the thing was, she's calling something that was really a nightmare one of the best dates that she ever went on. So this guy took her to these upscale restaurants. He bought her a nice, over $1,000 bag. And he took her home and clapped them cheeks, because there's nowhere in the world this guy was doing all this stuff for her. She calling it the best date she ever had, right? He buying you bags, and then he supposed to owe some dude some money. So you entrusted this guy to give him your bank account information, where now he can scam you for over $1 million. He had to get inside them guts and clap them cheeks real good for you to even trust him to do something like that. But this is just the stupidity of some of our young ladies out there. So y'all know I go in on black male accountability. I go in on what brothers ain't doing. I got a whole track record. But now I'm talking about some of these sisters, man. And she's coming on there with a smile on her face, talking about this is one of the best dates, where this dude scammed you out of $1 million. And she's on there with a smile on her face telling this story. And the whole time she's telling the story, she's still reminiscing about that ding-a-ling. She's still reminiscing about the bag he bought her. But he called your bank and put you in $1 million in debt to your bank because you trusted this guy. You trusted this African dude. Like, this is like the morale and the mindset of our people today. And then she spread this stuff out here to these young girls, and they think it's okay, they think it's cool. You got scammed. He saw you coming a mile away, and all he did was wine and dine you. And this is the stuff that's being promoted all in the black community every day. Everybody's running the goddamn scam. But to me, the way she sounds like she would welcome it again. She seemed like to me that she would be okay with this happening. As long as he can wine and dine her, as long as he can, give her some good ding-a-ling and buy her a bag, she wouldn't even care. That's the way she sounds. She's not devastated or distraught or giving information out to young girls to bring forewarning to make sure that you have a good discernment. No. But I wanted to just show this video and show the conversations that's being had online now, and the way that some of these women are thinking, man. Be careful out there, please. Be careful, young ladies out there, and be mindful of the scammers. But I'm gonna cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.